There's a call in the air, can you hear it ring? A vision of change, it's our time to bring. Gather round all you dreamers and doers. Together we're stronger, together we're movers. Lifting each voice, a chorus so bold. In the name of love, let our stories unfold. Every heart matters, every hand we lend. Welcome to the table where we all transcend. Welcome to the table where new dreams are born. A space for the hopeful, a bright new dawn. With courage and kindness, let's break down the walls. For initiative together, we'll answer the calls. No more division, it's time to unite. Each story, each struggle, it's our shared light. From every corner, let's lift and embrace, creating a future with compassion and grace. So let's build the bridges, let's cross every line. In the heart of the struggle, the stars will align. The promise of progress with every hand we lend. Welcome to the table where we all transcend. To the table where new dreams are born. A space for the hopeful, a bright new dawn. With courage and kindness, let's break down the walls. For initiative together, we'll answer the calls. Welcome to the table where new dreams are born. A space for the hopeful, a bright new dawn. With courage and kindness, let's break down the walls. For initiative, together we'll answer the calls. Together we'll rise. Together we'll fight. Hand in hand we'll chase the light. And we'll chase the light. Championing change, let's write our own song. With faith in each other, we can't go wrong. Welcome to the table where new dreams are born. Space for the hopeful, a bright new dawn. With courage and kindness, let's break down the walls. For initiative together, we'll answer the call. So come join the circle, take your place here. With love as our guide, we'll shed every fear. Welcome to the table, the time is now. In unity we stand, let's take our bow.
Welcome back, guys. We're glad to have everyone back here. We're back at the table. We're going to be having ourselves a fun time tonight, hopefully. We've got some new dice, 3D printed dice that are for special events. The 20 says, yas, and then, well, y'all can guess what the 1 says. Fuck! They're going to be big moments what we're going to be doing, okay? Anyways, but I'm glad to have all you back here. I'm glad we can get into playing again, and here we go. So last session, you all investigated the town and realized that the town was full of vines, and then you finally found the source of where these vines was coming from, which was the watermill. Some of you got caught in a trance as you were investigating more of the town, and ended up getting drawn into this watermill. And one of the kids, Lena, also was caught in that trance as well. Well, Charlie stayed with Lena to try to figure out what was going on. We had Aravan and Roger both try to solve the situation because unfortunately Shadow and Orin were stuck at the table. We had a power bomb from the top ropes, fail. We had a swing with the sword, fail. Until you guys finally realized that what was helping heal this tree and stop it from its pulse was your staff. Your staff seemed to have a connection to this entity. Once you guys figured that was helping that, and they broke their charm of this entity, you decided to investigate what was going on. So you ended up making your way back to Elder Alara's house, where you found a old tome and some paperwork about the Heartwood. And then as you guys all of a sudden were like, you know what, let's try to see if we can take that portal that was in the tavern. You risked your lives in the necrotic smoke, mist, and took some damage, but realized that the portal was gone. So getting out of there, you realized maybe you should have done this, and you left the kids alone at the watermill. Getting down to the watermill, you felt that same pulse. You could see the same pulse happening through the roots. And as you just eventually make it into the watermill, you see the portal is open. You see Elwyn standing there, each with Charlie in one hand and Lena in another. And she just smiles and the portal shuts. You guys have lost Charlie and Lena. But you decide that you're going to investigate more and try to figure out what is going on. So you head over to the chapel, where after further investigation and looking around, you notice a few books and some writing about the Heartwood, and that is a sacred place in Rosemont Woods that people from Vesper would go and commune with to have bountiful harvests.
Pardon me. Okay, go.
All right.
I stopped it.
But you all didn't realize that the crimson moon was rising. And as the crimson moon rose, Shadow felt that pull again. And unfortunately, he was unable to fight it this time. He turned and transformed into his wolf self. And as he did this, Roger felt that he could bring him down and went in for a hug, which was a mistake. And Shadow seemed to want to pierce his back with his claws. Erovan, stepping to action, understanding that there was no other way but to put Shadow down for the moment, decided to, quote-unquote, brain him with his staff, but non-deadly.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal, thank you. Non-lethal. It was his exact words. I'm going to brain him with my staff, but non-lethal. I don't know how that works, but you did it. You knocked him out, and just as you knocked him out, and you were down, and you were trying to figure out what was going on, the portal opened again, and there was Elwyn. And she looked in, she said, curious, very curious, as she threw 3 green orbs towards you guys. As they land just before you, you throw them away, but at the same time, Oren, also feeling that same pull inside of her, couldn't control herself, and barfed flame all over you. It was an eventful experience, but you did manage to grab the orbs and throw them back towards the opening of the chapel. They didn't quite make it through, but they did all go off. And that's where we ended last session. So right now, we have Shadow on the ground. We have Roger by Shadow. We have Erovan trying to also help out. Well, multiple of you are cindering right now because of the fire that kind of burnt your butts.
Sorry, badass reflex.
Well, there is a green mist that is enveloping the front of the chapel right now, and the force from those blasts knocked over a couple of shelves of books. What are you doing?
Standing here stunned, apparently. We gotta get out of here or get that gas out of here.
Yeah. Oh, Shadow, are you okay?
With your perception, Erevan, you notice it's not like creeping towards you. It's kind of staying stationary where it is.
Blocking the door, though.
Yes.
It's not flammable gas. We're not going to get set ablaze from the...
Don't burp in it.
Well, no, because you're probably still sizzling a bit.
With your passive, you would recognize this as the same stuff that was in the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's necrotic. It burns.
Get the hell out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Get the heck out.
Shadow's unconscious.
We can
I'll carry him.
help out. You're stronger than me. I'm sure you could help carry.
Yeah. Have we pumped some blood?
Which I think your strength is higher than mine.
Adrenaline. He's gonna have adrenaline. His husband's on
Yeah.
You might be the strongest of the three of us, actually. There, little horny one.
She's also the smallest.
Don't trust the
I'm 4 feet
the power of
tall.
love of a
She's
husband
the
here.
smallest out of all three of you.
I have-
She's also the strongest. It's like,
Your
all right,
strength.
this makes no sense.
9.
Oh, no. Me
I
and you
am
are the same.
tiny.
It's you.
Yeah.
She's got a
Huck your
minus.
knees, huck your knees.
All right, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing?
Is there any doors? Other doors around?
Give me a perception.
She has minus in her strength. She-
Ooh, and that's 20.
Woo!
Good way
All
to
right.
start.
All right.
First roll of the night.
That's fine. Good way to start the night. Okay, so as you were looking around, trying to survey your environment to figure out a different way, a different path out of this chapel, you do see at the very back, behind one of the shelves, because the eruption at the front of the chapel moved the front shelves, but it was like a cascading event that kind of like knocked a few of them around. You do see there is a shelf that was just pushed out a little bit, and you see what looks like a door in the back left corner of the chapel. What could be a door, like a potential room
What?
to be able to get
Oh, let Erevan Norno over there.
Scoot over and check out that door.
Scoot over. As you get over towards the shelf and you get a better picture, you do notice that it is something that kind of looks like you could push in, and like it's a wall, like not really a door. There's no handle, but it looks like there is a way you can push it in and potentially go through.
Give it a shot. Investigate the
Strength
door.
check then.
Strength. Oh, crap. What's it got?
Oh,
Strength. 8.
Sound like
Will help.
you're
It
constipated.
needs a little bit of help, guys. Anyone gonna help out Eric trying to push the door open? You're not really moving it. It feels like it's a heavy door. It feels. But after touching it, you know that feeling where like you press on wood, but then there's like it feels like there's concrete behind it.
Mm-mm.
That's the feeling you get. You're pressing on wood, but it feels like there's no give. Like there is something solid behind it.
Gonna investigate the doorway real quick and see if I can find a lever or a button or something. 17 to 24.
Jesus Christ! Look how broken this fucking monk is.
Sorry, I lied. 19.
Oh God! Now I gotta like reel that back. The monk's not that broken, guys.
I'm broken.
His heart and soul's broken.
His heart and soul is broken. As you do look around though, you do notice that the wooden panels that come up at the top there do like kind of separate enough from the top of the roof that it looks like there is a way to get in up and around the top there, and the bottom doesn't look like it comes completely flush to the floor. It is a door that does move. As you are looking around, you notice that there is a. Are you feeling around like so?
Yeah.
As you're feeling around, as you're up top there, you notice there is like what feels like could be a switch or like a release of some sort up on the top right.
Well, I'm going to try these.
You're gonna
really.
press it.
Yeah.
Okay, as you press it, all you hear is as it slowly opens up. You can the sound of like stone grinding on each other,
Stone.
just as it slowly opens up into a long, dark corridor.
From the outside of the church, how far do we figure back? This could, I guess we didn't really.
You didn't look.
Yeah.
I'd love to give you that information, but I can't.
Well, you could. You're just a dick.
I am not a dick. I'm doing my job properly.
Yeah.
Hard to do within your
Yeah.
tacos.
Pepsi.
Food asshole.
Mhm.
Dark vision. See anything down there?
You see some shadows and stuff like that. It's not really unnaturally dark. You can kind of see a little bit of what's going on, but you do notice it does go back about 20, 25 feet.
Is there a draft at all?
Give me another perception.
Perception.
Would be perception?
He's
18.
asking all these questions. Like, gimme.
18?
Yeah.
You don't really feel a draft, but it feels like the scent you get from this room is old, as if
Excuse me.
it hasn't been opened in a very long time.
I got the door open, guys.
Let's go.
Grab
Okay.
Shadow.
Okay, I'll lift Shadow up and start walking over to the door.
Yeah, follow them.
You're lifting Shadow up.
Yep, 16.
16.
Yeah.
All right, you're able to like pick him up and kind of like halt him over your shoulder, like his arm over your shoulder. You're able to like kind of hold him up. You're able to like hobble him over there. Definitely. So no one. Okay.
Oh.
All right. You get to the door. As Shadow's just kind of like doing one of these, like he's like weekend at burning it right now. It's out cold.
I got you, Hans. I got
As
you.
walk him over to the door. You get to the door and you see the same thing that Ervin sees. The long corridor that goes all the way down, about 20, 25 feet. Brick, like a pathway. You do see the walls. You do see brick walls going all the way down. You do see a roof. But yes, it goes down about 25 feet.
You have exceptional dark vision, don't you? Or is that...
Yeah, 60 feet.
No, you have 120.
Oh, 120.
You
You're
have
right.
superior.
Okay,
You
yeah,
have superior dark vision.
No, that's right. So yeah, she can see straight up.
But superior dark vision doesn't give you better vision in dark. It just gives you longer.
Longer.
You get to see further. You can pick up a little bit more as well, but not by much. Like you still see shadows. You still see, all that kind of stuff. You see it in grays and blacks. You don't see it in color.
No.
Right. So light a torch.
Yeah.
As you light that torch up, that
Oh.
would be funny.
Drop.
As you light the torch up, you notice when the flame goes up, it flickers a bit and kind of like is pulled forward into the tunnel a little bit. Like it's like something is kind of like pulling it and like leading it, just ever so slightly though. It's not very much, not enough for you to feel anything pulling, but like it does
The
look
smoke's
like something
drifting in.
pulling it kind of like that
That way.
inward. And as you do that, you do notice now looking down, because this torch now lights up a good portion of this tunnel, not to the very end, but the very end's like kind of shadowed now. But you notice that like you see cobwebs just over each of the corners, and like not just a few, like a lot. Like this room has not been opened in probably 100 years plus. As it goes all the way down, you see a couple of sconces that are just like hollow and empty. Going down, and then you see at the very end, you do kind of see the tunnel like stop, but you see like the makeshift of a door that goes left.
Maybe we should revive Dog Boy there.
Yeah,
Dog boy.
I do remember.
Give him a kiss of life.
Okay. Mwah.
You didn't cast anything? Did we
I
cast it last time? I can't
yeah,
remember.
I did
And you
use
gave
my
him 1
last.
HP, right?
No, he did have 1 HP. Then I used my last. What was it again?
So you used a spell though to heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cure wounds. I used my last level 2 cure wounds on him.
Oh, so he has health.
Yeah.
Then while you were walking over there, you weren't like dragging him. He was kind of like hobbling with you. Like he's a little beat up, but he's conscious. Never mind. I forgot that we'd use that. As you guys look down, you do see it goes off to the left a little bit there.
Playing with my character sheet.
Carefully, you might get a knife to the ass again.
How wide is this?
It's like 4 feet wide. It's enough for like single file to walk down.
Okay, I got the torch, so I'm going first, I guess.
Okay.
Where are you, Oren?
Actually, no. So you guys would probably be there. I can probably take it back.
You take over the back.
If that's
Oh,
cool.
Shadow can be up now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shadow can be up now. He's still got 1 point of exhaustion because I don't think we got rid of it yet.
No, I don't think
So you're still exhausted. You're still a little tired.
You're eepy. Nap time.
Touch your head.
My hair bonked.
We got to figure out a better way.
I got a goose egg.
Hold on.
Maybe you shouldn't
Sure.
smash your friends over the head every time something goes wrong.
Maybe you should try it.
It's right now. It's effective for shutting down a wolf that literally can rip you apart. Like, it's like maybe it's a good idea right now. You're not killing them.
Yeah.
You didn't say brain them though, so I think you might have some ulterior motives. I'm just saying, guys.
I'm
I do like that
Watch out for
term.
Arrowman, okay?
I do like that term too, non-deadly. That's a good one.
I'm gonna brain them with my staff, non-lethal though. That doesn't work. That's not how it works. Okay, anyway, so you guys you're heading down. As you get down to the end of the hallway, the end of the corridor, you notice that it splits off and goes off to the left. And about 10 feet down, it does open up into a not large room, but about 15 by 15 foot room. As you go and you enter this room, you see right in the center against the back wall is like an old chest that's just been sitting there for a very long time. Same thing, it's cascaded in cobwebs, it's covered in just dust. Looks like it has not been opened or touched for a very long time, easily over 100 years. But on the right hand side of that, you do see there is a smaller door. The door is about 2.5 feet tall, as it would be like a little a crawl space door that you can kind of go through. That is on the wall. That you notice that's on the right hand side. Other than that, though, same thing. There's some sconce marks along the wall, but there's nothing else. It's just one big square room, chest at the very back.
We're in the cobwebs away from the chest.
Okay.
Check it for traps. Anything?
You gonna check out the traps?
Indeed.
No, I was just thinking about that too with the room. Like, I wonder, like, check if there's any traps in the room too.
So what are you doing then?
Checking it for traps.
You're checking for
Feeling
traps.
it.
He's like
and,
groping it.
yeah, giving it a tickle and a tug and trying to make friends.
Giving it a tickle and a tug, eh?
Indeed.
Trying
Oh my goodness.
to make friends. Oh, he's jotting that one down.
This is why I didn't buy you that book of traps for Christmas.
Yeah, you'd be groping all the traps.
Oh, do you like
let me
that
feel
trap?
ya. Oh, is that good?
Come here, Oren. Let me check you for
Hey.
traps.
The hell?
Who's your deadly uncle?
It's like, why are you trying to?
All right. Well,
He just hides behind Roger and Jen. Like, no.
He's doing a dance.
as you are checking this,
Groping it.
groping it, you got your hands all up in this thing.
It's like, oh.
You're trying to figure out if there's any traps. You look from one spot to another spot, and as you were standing right in front of it, checking this thing for traps, you notice it shifts a little bit. And as it's shifting, it looks like the lid is opening just enough. And as it does, first of all, it hits you.
Come bite you.
That happens already.
Well, good.
Well, good.
No, that's what you get for groping random things.
You shouldn't grope it, bro. And you take 10 points of piercing. As
Oh.
Ow.
this thing,
What I fucking tell you is gonna be a fucking mimic. I knew it.
for you guys,
Be like, oh, it's
right there, as this thing opens up its mouth and just
it's a mimic.
chomps on you. Technically, right now, you're in its mouth.
God.
Okay. You rolled a 19 plus 7.
Yeah,
You
that'll
rolled a
hit.
26 to hit.
That'll hit.
I'm like, yep, that's gonna hit.
I'm gonna grow up you now.
I'm gonna go up to you now. Oh, LA, what's going on, baby? How you doing?
I thought we were friends.
Thought we were friends. You're an asshole. All right.
Taking the time.
So yes. Okay. So now we're gonna roll initiative.
Before we get that far, how's its breath?
How's its breath?
Yeah, it hasn't opened its mouth in 100 years.
I would like you to roll me perception, please.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to see if you know. Okay.
A 9
Was that
plus 16.
cedar?
16.
Yeah.
As this thing chomps down on you, and you feel this long tongue come out and latch from like your belly going all the way up to your chin. as you were like in its mouth like this, because it's
Oh
just
my
kind of
God.
like that on you. You notice a smell of patchouli.
There's a hippie in here.
Patchouli is what you're picking up right now. Okay, the best way I can explain it. It smells like mold.
Hmm.
Okay,
Oh, patchouli smells gross. No offense to anyone who likes patchouli. But
that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
Oh, yeah, initiative.
Okay. What do we get for the initiative, guys?
5.
oh, he just got a nat 20.
You got a nat 20,
I got 17.
17. What's your dex?
Doesn't count it. Un momento.
I don't know why I asked. I always just look myself.
No, it's fine. I should 13.
No, your plus. What's your plus?
Plus 1, so.
Well, you said it's a 13.
Oh, sorry, 17.
13. You go first, anyways. And Shadow, what'd you get?
5.
You both got 5.
Yeah.
What's your dex?
-1.
All right. I don't know why I asked you that.
I rolled a 6.
Calm
-1.
yourself,
Oren.
child.
I have ADHD. I can't help it.
Awful damn horny disease. Once.
So then you got so negative one. Yours is what's yours? Yours is a +2 or something. Right?
+2, yeah.
Okay, so then we're gonna go Shadow. And we're gonna go Roger.
Okay.
Oh my god! At least in this other campaign, you didn't go with a negative number to your fucking
Yeah.
roll, man.
I'm still adjusting to that. Like that's what I'm adjusting to.
Yeah. Okay, so Aravan. First of all,
Really?
okay. Any roll you're gonna do right now is technically at disadvantage because you are in this thing's mouth. It technically didn't surprise you because you guys can't be surprised because of his longsword. You were just up in its business, so it had like I didn't even give it an advantage on the roll. I just rolled 1.
Mm-hmm.
You were up in its business, and it got you. So any roll you do right now is gonna be a disadvantage. And
You
trying to break free or whatever you need to do.
You
whatever
touched
you're
its funny spot now. It's up
you tickled it a little too well, bro. It opened up and welcomed you in.
Well.
Who's your daddy now?
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
protect your
I'm
ear.
going to bite its tongue and attempt to pull
What
away.
the?
You're gonna bite its tongue?
I'm going to bite its tongue.
Ew.
I assume my hands are kind of like this.
You're
Not like that.
kind of like this. It's like basically you're from right here.
Ooh.
About, your head is kind of in its mouth. Its teeth are like right here. Its tongue is kind of like coming down right here, and then like coming up towards you. Like so, your face is like in its tongue.
Yep, I'm going to bite its tongue.
You're gonna bite its
Oh
tongue.
my lord.
All right.
Do I have to roll the hit?
Oh, I guess someone peed
I
on
would say probably not. No, you're in its mouth. So I would say no. You wouldn't have to roll the hit. But
Like a 1d2
Well, the
damage.
other thing I think of is its tongue's probably constantly moving. It's probably not going to be like.
It's a big tongue.
I know.
as your
but it's
face, its face is right against it. So realistically, you'd be able to bite it. Now, the one thing I'm going to say though is you have to roll something to be able to see how well you bite it.
Okay.
Yes,
Words
we're going
we
down.
never thought we'd
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
Try with my dexterous teeth.
Can you please roll some dice to see how well you're going to bite this tongue?
I critically fail.
Fuck yes.
I bite my own tongue.
As you're inside this thing's mouth.
You just went from a 20
Okay.
to a 1.
As you're inside this thing's mouth. And you feel it kind of like gnawing on you. And its tongue's just kind of like moving around and like licking on your face and on your stomach and all this stuff. As you're inside this thing's mouth, you're like, I got you now. And as you go to bite down, the problem is you do it while you're talking. And you literally bite your own tongue. And you don't do it lightly at all. You do it hard enough that you cost yourself 3 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Because you did it hard enough that you almost bit the tip of your own tongue off.
Oh my god.
Oh, bit my tongue! Oh my god!
All right.
I bit my fucking tongue!
Okay, Oren, it's your go. What is the fuck, man? Oh. If we're gonna die to this encounter, we don't even get past this. This is gonna be fucking nuts. You weren't even supposed to find this encounter. But you guys rolled well enough.
Staring at him in disbelief. Why did you group it?
Why did you grope it, is what she says.
Oh my gosh.
I think my tongue is bleeding.
Yeah, she'll go over and see if she can try and
Technically, you'd be grappled by this thing.
Yeah, I figured.
kind of see if
That's
I
really gonna suck.
kind of see if I can pull him from it.
You can try. You can try. Yeah. I would say that would be a contested strength.
I think so. So
Everybody pull it out. Work together.
and then minus 117.
Okay. You're able to pull Aravan from this thing. I would like you to explain to me how you do it, though.
Oh,
That's what I would like. I would like you to run me down. How you're-
oh my god, he just moved himself out.
Nicely done.
That was actually kind of crazy. He just like, oh, I'm up.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you pulling him out of this?
Rope him from behind.
Yeah, coming up behind him, was just like, I don't want to touch this. Like grabbing onto the tongue and trying to like unravel it. Oh my god. So like, ew. And then like tongue unraveled. She's got him hand on top of the lid of the chest. I'm just like, okay, out we go.
And you manage to pull Aravan out, but as you do, he does tumble backwards and land on his ass. He's on his ass. You do manage to pull him out of the
Roblox.
out of the mixed mouth. Okay,
Covered
that's your
in
actual
slobber, blood running down my chin.
dude. He's like, I want to investigate the chest. I'm gonna touch it.
Back away from it.
Back away from it.
Yeah.
I saw that and I'm like, I gotta print this.
It's cool. And then I'll leave that for that. Next.
End of turn.
End of turn.
It is the mimic's turn. The mimic's going after you.
Yeah, you groped the hell out of it. It's like, ew, I don't like you. Ugh.
It wants to show you who the
Stranger
daddy is.
danger! Stranger danger!
Oh, you fucker. It's going to move up to you, Aravan. Obviously. And it's going to try to.
It's gonna lick your foot.
It's going to try to bite you again.
again.
Unfortunately, with a 13, it doesn't manage to bite you. It does manage to like lean over you though, and kind of like it's like over in your business again. You can kind of feel this thing's tongue just kind of slapping you around a little bit, but that's about as far as it gets.
It's like a friendly dog.
This thing's like chewing at you. It's kind of hungry. But yeah, that's its turn. Hey Shadow, what are you doing?
I'm gonna hit him with Psionic Strike.
Psionic Strike, all right.
Oh,
And
yo.
that would be this one. For 6.
Ooh,
Nice.
Nicely
Nice.
done.
Nice.
Good job.
Okay. As you brain blast this thing, as it's trying to lick Aravan in the face, all you see is he just gets shocked and his tongue just goes. As it does that, it smacks Aravan again in the face a little bit more. and just think there's a little raspberries all over his face.
Oh my god. It's like when you play a video game and the NPC glitches and it just goes.
That's pretty much what's happening right now. Get Roger to go. Aravan, you are on deck.
Like Goat Simulator.
Go see.
Oh my god.
30,
Don't get eaten by the fucking thing.
5, 10, 15.
The game's crazy.
Gonna go behind it.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Peekaboo. I see you.
do thunderclap.
You're good at clapping.
All right.
cheeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna clap his cheeks.
All right.
All right, so let's see.
Hold on. What does Thunderclap do again?
It's
Do
crazy.
you have to roll a hit, or does it automatically?
It's
I think
gonna
it
clap
automatically
it and you're gonna get
This
licked.
automatically
It's
happens.
a spell. Thunderclap is a cone, and everything in that cone has to make a Constitution saving throw. Not a cone; it's a square.
Square.
No, it says cone. No, that's a
I
con
think
save.
it's a cone.
It's one big square, like in front of you. So basically, anything in front of you has to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's
Including-
con save of 12, so 1d6.
My saving.
Yeah, you're in the.
Oh yes,
you're in
you're
the square.
in the blast zone.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, just you two.
Me?
What'd you get?
7. Oh, con.
Con, yeah. Has to beat a 12 though.
No. Nope, 9. What did I take? 6, you say?
Yeah, well, I'll be 4.
Yeah,
4 points of
so
damage.
yes, you are making that con save as well. It saves.
It saves.
It saves.
Okay. So
What's the
around
damage?
4 points of damage.
4 force.
Yeah.
You see what my hit points are at?
No, I don't. What are your hit points at? Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh, bless your heart. Okay, there you go. Don't fuck up.
Okay. Stand up, half move.
Okay.
Can't move because I'll be in an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Unless. No, that's.
You always use your potion as a bonus action.
Do it.
Well,
Right.
bonus-
Well, you're a monk. You can also attack as a bonus action.
yeah, my bonus action is going to be I'm going to step of the wind and disengage. I'm going to spend a key to disengage.
Okay.
And then.
He's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have tickled this chest.
Well, now he knows not to tickle random
Yeah,
things.
fucking slapped in the face with a tongue, dude.
And you put your own tongue.
What a way to go. Okay, then I'm going to use my potion. Here you go. Actually, I'm going to back away now that I've disengaged. And I still have half move, which is still 20 feet.
Yeah.
You ever seen the baby dice we got?
Yeah, no, I have a bunch of those as
They're
well.
so cute. I love them.
Okay, thank
And
you.
what is that one?
That's the action, right? It's the full. You get the full amount.
So what is it?
If you use an
What-
action, you get the full amount of the potion.
What's the potion? 1d8?
No, I think it's 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
So you get 10 points. No, you don't have to roll. You already
okay.
get 10 straight
Good.
points. If you use an action. That's the one rule we had. If you use an action, you get the whole amount. But if you use a bonus action, you have to roll.
Okay.
So you get 10 points of healing.
Take it.
It's killing the monk.
Everything kills the monk.
Except for the monk.
Except the dude's have he has the highest AC out of everybody here. It's like not only is he the most pain in the ass player to go up against, he's also the highest AC out of everybody.
I just
Well,
made
he's
my-
been the one almost dead most of the time too. I got
He
way,
also throws himself into some shit.
I got way less health.
Somebody has to.
Not all of us are meant to be in the front lines.
All right, so what are you doing? You're
That's
done?
it. That's it.
Okay, Orange, your turn. Did you go?
No, I didn't.
Oh no, sounds one minute.
Burp
Hold
on
on,
him.
so hold on. This is only a 15 foot by 15 foot room.
Okay, so.
So realistically,
You're probably much closer.
so he started here. So 1, 2, 3.
That's
So the wall, basically the corner of the wall is here. This would be the way it goes in. So this would be this is where like the tunnel is.
Okay.
So this room would be essentially here, right here, right here. So if you just step in the wind, you should be able to make it into the tunnel. But that's
I
it.
have
Like now
no
you're
idea.
there. So essentially, wish I had something like here.
Got any little bricks?
Excuse me, why am I so gassy, man?
You had pop
Fuck.
and bread
That's true. I did.
and bread
I did.
In chili.
I
and
did.
chili.
I did.
That
And
chili.
Chili will do it.
Yeah, that chili actually turned out pretty good.
Look.
Why can't I find?
You had little blocks of foam.
I just
before.
don't. Yeah, but they're all tucked away, man.
Well, what about that tray right there? How big is that? That smallest tray.
No, it won't be this right size, but let's do this. And I have, where's the train one? There. There it is. Put those barrels. Barrels.
Alright.
We're using barrels.
Ah! Scared.
Okay, so put a barrel on this block. This one. I believe this one. And
Where I am.
yes, that's what Jenny's calling me. Give me a second here. Hello?
I tell those guys to shut up.
I will. Yeah, I love you.
Quiet.
Sorry.
So we in
Talk
trouble,
about
Dad?
us.
Do I need another Pepsi?
I'll be okay. I got backed up.
Okay. All right. So here. So that. Put this over here. Definitely on this one right here. That one right there. So let's do this. We'll do this. There. So this is the tunnel.
Okay.
So Erevan, you could be right here. That's leads in. That's the size of the room. Basically, where these in between these 9 squares right here, technically the size of the room. Okay.
I guess we're.
So you guys all would have entered in the room. Erevan would have exited back out again, technically. But that's the size of the room right now. Technically, it's not a very big room.
Probably about there, I would say.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right. It is the mimic's turn, right?
No, it's my
Oh,
turn.
it's Erevan Dents then. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm going to try and attack it with my dagger.
All right.
Whoa.
Avenge me.
17?
That hits.
And then dagger.
That is 1d4 plus 2.
Plus
yeah.
1.
Oh, it's plus 1.
Wait, no. Plus 3?
Says dagger. It tells you right
Plus-
there what it is. 1d4.
No, plus 1. It's
Okay.
1d4 plus 1.
4 points of damage.
All right.
And that shall be my turn.
Okay.
Did everybody say forgive me?
It turns around. And you were standing right beside it as this thing
Yeah.
turns around and like looks at you and like its tongue just like lashes out and just like comes across where you are. It's not hitting you, but it's just like kind of like you can feel its tongue kind of like searching. But it is going to try to bite you.
Yeah.
Does a 17 hit.
Yes, it does.
All right. 10 points of piercing damage.
You paint that?
Yes.
Nice.
Well, the block I printed it in block, and then I tried painting the little bits and tried as best I could to paint it.
That's good.
10 points.
Oh, damn it.
Got a situation.
Are you down?
Almost.
You guys got to kill this thing, man. This wooden chest is gonna absolutely just wreck you guys.
Yeah.
Shadow?
Yeah.
Yep, it's Shadow's turn, and then it's Roger on deck.
I'm going to hit him with a psionics check again.
Another one?
Another one. Sorry. For another 6.
Another 6. All right.
Bit by bit.
Bit by bit, this thing's gonna eat you before you guys get anywhere with it.
Bit by
Shadow,
bit.
now Roger to go. Are you doing anything? Are you moving?
No, I'm staying there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna swing the short sword and try to damage it. 14,
That hits.
15.
That hits.
Okay, this will be 1d6 plus 1 already. 3 points of damage. God damn it.
All right. Erevan.
All right. Can I get back in the room?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to attack with my staff. 19 plus. That'll hit.
That hits.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta get
Its AC is 12.
Thank
So
you. 1d6 plus 6. Oh, 7.
okay.
Hold on. 1d6 plus 5. Sorry, 6.
Okay.
And for my secondary attack, I am going to hit it with a flurry of blows,
All right.
spending a key point. Assuming I can I'll do it afterwards. That'll miss.
The 2.
Yeah. That's a waste of key
Smudge
point.
that dice.
All right. What are we doing next?
Still have movement.
You're hiding behind me now.
Yep.
All right.
I guess. Yeah.
No, you're hiding
Yeah,
behind me.
you're in there.
You're a brave
Alright.
man.
Why me?
Brave man. You, as you do that, you just see Shadow look over. He goes, just shakes his head.
Yes, but the tiniest one.
All right, it is Oren's turn.
Just looks back at him. Seriously? Looks at the mimic, and let me just check my spells for un momento.
Kind of reminds me of the episode of Big Bang where Howard is getting after Sheldon and he hides behind Amy.
Yeah.
Not that one. Not that one
I
either.
always forgot you.
Oh. Whoa.
Bipsy.
Definitely Pepsi.
Oh, yeah.
I will cast Cure Wounds onto Mr. Roger.
Okay.
And that is 4d8 plus 4. This one?
Want another?
Yes, please. Wait. That's a different one than one.
That's what you need. What I gave you.
I know, the ones that I asked you, you said yes. That's why I was just saying.
Right there.
Sorry. 6, 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 6.
22?
22.
22.
Plus
Damn.
4, so 26.
Oh, damn.
You're feeling much better.
Must be the Pepsi.
The Bipsy.
Is that a bonus action or a regular? That's a regular, I guess.
Yeah. Could I still attack?
That's why I asked.
It's
about the
bonus. That
Yeah,
would
you
be
still
bonus.
can do that. Yeah.
Okay, well, then I'll try and attack. Slash again with my dagger. 16.
That hits.
1d4 plus 1 is 5.
All right.
Thank you for letting me use the d4.
After you stab this thing
Mm-hmm.
with your dagger,
Mm-hmm.
it'll strike out at you with a 17,
It's
dealing 9 points of piercing.
9 damage. Okay.
chomp.
As it chomps down on you, its tongue comes out and goes past your head and just like licks up the side of Bearman's cheek. He's already had a taste of you, and like you're right now his favorite snack.
I told you we were making friends.
You're making more than just friends right now.
Sit, Ubu.
All right, and turn.
And turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it attacked
Oh yeah, that was.
and got
sorry.
you.
Yeah.
So that was its stack. So now it is
Oh, yeah.
Shadow with Roger on deck.
Okay.
Okay.
Arrowman after that.
I'm gonna try with my crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
20.
That hit, is that a natural 20?
Natural 20.
Okay. That technically you do double damage then.
So it'd be
So your crossbow,
2d10, so
you can either A, roll 2d10 and take all damage, or you can roll 1d10 and double it. Whichever one you would prefer to do. You have the chance of like getting really high or really low with either one.
Well, I'll let you pick how you want to do it.
Yeah, I'll roll both of them.
All right.
Got a
That's a 9.
9 and a 4.
Okay, so that's 13, 15 points of damage then, because
Yeah.
it's technically with a +2 on it.
Mhm.
Nice. That does some damage right there, eh?
Don't mess
Roger, there you go.
Okay, I will swing with my sword again. Oh, come on. A 3?
A 3?
A 2 plus 1 is 3. At least it wasn't a 1.
Goodness. Yeah, it's lucky it wasn't a one. One would have caught a blade to the friggin' neck.
And could I cast produce flame? Is it produce flame? Yeah, produce
Is
flame.
it a bonus action?
No,
If it's not a bonus action, you
No,
can't.
never mind.
You attack.
never mind.
As you swing your sword at this this mimic, it managed to like reach out and it touched everyone's cheek with his tongue as he kind of like takes a step back as you are swinging, but then all of a sudden seems to shrink down to the ground and its tongue slowly draws back into, and the whole thing just closes back up like a chest. And it seems to not be moving anymore.
Does it look splintered up at all compared to when we started?
Oh, it looks beat up, yes.
Don't grope it again.
What?
I'm up.
Yes, you're up.
I'm pissed at this thing. So I'll sidestep out from behind Orin,
Okay.
and I'm going to two-hand that bitch with my staff on top of the head.
Just before you go to swing, you see the top of the chest just open and reveal its stuff
Content.
inside. Contents inside.
Like not a tongue.
No. You can still beat the shit out of this thing if you want, but it's almost like as if what you're getting from this is it's kind of conceited. It's stepped back, and it's allowing you to get whatever is inside it.
It's gone submissive.
Yes. That's what you are getting from this right now. My real question is, do you want to put your hand inside the chest? Never trust me.
Yeah.
Somebody got something to prop the lid open with?
I could use my staff.
I've got a staff too. I just think mine gets too long. It's like 5 or 6 feet long, right? Thing's not that big, is it?
No, it's not. It's like it's big enough that like it can take like its mouth and it's shut down is like right here to here on you. It's literally like a 2-foot chest.
Mhm.
Its tongue though was like 9 feet long.
How about your short sword?
5 feet.
Short sword's 5 feet?
Oh, reach is 5 feet.
You're no longer in combat.
Okay. Okay. I'm going in.
Okay.
What do I see?
You see a book
Ooh.
on the bottom of the chest, in the middle.
I'll grab it.
You're reaching in slowly.
Yep.
As you are reaching your arm in slowly to grab this book, you do start to notice teeth slowly coming out from the edges of the lid and from the bottom coming up. You do start to see what looks like its tongue kind of like moving a little bit on the inside of the chest, but that's it. Nothing else. As if like it's like a reaction to someone reaching inside it.
Yeah, like it's going to bite me if I grab the book.
Just looks like a reaction.
I mean, you got your hands in its mouth. Of course, it's gonna react.
Gonna move behind
Nice.
Airband and just like hold on to him, like just in case.
Just in case it don't yank him out.
I'm going to kind of
come
sit
out.
here and go with my hand back and forth, see if it kind of
It's petting
moves.
its mouth.
And I'm going to use an insight,
It's like Free
try and
Willy
get
petting
insight
the
from
killer
that to
whale's
decide if it's
tongue.
going to eat me or not.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so you're gonna go.
Yeah.
You're gonna see if it's gonna bite on you.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
He's pulling a Free Willy. He just got a nat 20 again.
27.
27.
Do I think it's going to eat me?
From what you can gather right now, you don't think it does not feel like it's going to bite you. It feels like reaching into something that might have an open mouth is never safe. But from what you feel right now while doing the it looks like it's just a reaction to your hand going in its mouth. It doesn't feel like you're going to get bit.
Okay, grab the book.
As you're pulling this book out, you notice that there's like slobber and drool on the back of it, and it's just like,
Sure there is.
and you're just like, it's like you're pulling this like book out of like a wet, gooey mouth. And as you get the book out of the mouth, all you see is it's shut. The chest shuts again. But you have the book.
Meow.
Hand the book to Orin, and I grab it and I lick the chest in gratitude.
She's like,
Grab it and you lick the chest.
That's right.
she's with the book. She's like,
Now we're even.
Okay, okay, no, explain to me exactly how you do this.
oh my lord.
Got the book, pass it to Orin. I grab the chest and I go by the lid.
Just lick the lid.
Yep.
As you're getting to the top of the lid like this, all you feel is the tongue just go across the bottom of your head. You just like lick you back.
Pat, pat, pat,
And then
pat.
go back into the chest.
You just made a friend.
I'll call him Woody.
Oh my goodness. Now do I make the mimic fall apart?
Oh my god. I love mimics. If we had a pet mimic, that'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
would be
people in
cute, but
Dumb and
it-
Dumber, like, oh,
Above
shoot.
table. That would be actually hilarious though if we didn't know that it was like following us, and then like way later on we're in a bad fight, and then all of a sudden you just hear and there's just tongue as the mimics
The
like
tongue just comes out and slaps the fuck out of the BBEG. Leave my friends alone.
it knows your scent.
Yeah.
You're like fighting, it just comes out, just bites the ass of the fucking BBEG. What the fuck is going on, man? It's like, where'd you come from?
Just stalking us for a while.
Oh my goodness.
Feel like
Thanks for
John.
giving me ideas.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like Don Burns sick.
No,
That's
I
my
just think that-
boyfriend.
I just
Okay.
think that would be
Fine.
All
hilarious.
right. What are we doing? What are we doing? You got the book.
We got the book, and then we got the little door.
Little door.
The door
Top
is.
of the mimic
What wait's the door?
When you walk into the room, the door is
by Irvin.
in this corner
That corner.
right here.
Okay, I'll go investigate the door.
Okay.
I'm wiping slobber
That's
off
funny.
me.
It's literally a small little door that looks like you can unlatch and you'd be able to push out.
Okay.
You're going to push it out?
Push it out.
Okay, you investigated with that 20. You got to give me a strength check now.
Okay. 15.
All right. As you push this door out, you feel some sort of like restraint against you being able to push it out. Simply because as you were pushing it out, you can kind of see some of those vines from the outside of the building and all stuff, kind of like pinned against it. All you really need to do is you need to have a little more oomph, or maybe get something in there to remove a bit of the vines, so that to be able to make your way and open this door.
So you get fresh air.
Oh yeah, you can see outside.
Might be able to stick my sword through and.
You have about enough room to be able to get your sword through. Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll stick my sword through and cut some of the vines.
Cut some of the vines.
Yeah.
All right. You cut them free. You were able to actually push the door open, and as you look outside, you can see Fesford, and it very much looks like as you look out there, yeah, you can see Fesford and all the vines and all stuff. It's very much the crimson moon is angling down, and you can definitely see all the towns, the vines and everything that are around. So
The town's like overrun now, isn't it, with vines? It's
it still is, yes. But the pulsating has slowed down to such a slow, dull, rhythmic pulse that it's almost not even noticeable anymore.
let's crawl out of there and check this book out.
All right.
Can Shadow
Fine,
fit through this door?
Oh
Actually,
yeah.
Actually, we're both about the same height, I think, aren't we? You're like 6 something.
It's just his armor.
Yeah.
Well, it's scale mail, so scale mail's a
Yeah,
little
it's
more
not that
moldable than plate mail, I believe, right? You have scale mail on.
There's definitely should find a spot to
Chain
get some
mail.
rest.
This is heavy armor, but it's chain, so it's
Yeah, they
moldable.
can definitely get out. Just don't start changing in the middle.
No, he already fought that, so he doesn't have to do it again this time. You guys all do make it out of the back of the chapel. You do when you get out. look around, and you do notice that like it does look like it was the back of the chapel, but like you never noticed this door here before, as if like there was definitely stuff in front of it that kind of hid it from view.
Take one last look back at Woody there as we go. Is he still staying in
Still
one spot?
stationary, just sitting there.
Chill. He's probably trying to recover. Oh god, I'm hurt. This little wave. Bye.
Give it a kiss goodbye.
I
Blow a
already
kiss.
Little
did.
tail wave.
Just licked at the tongue.
Hopefully you didn't get a splinter in your tongue. Oh, that would be
Don't give ideas. I didn't bit that tongue. I don't need a splinter, okay?
You're the one that licked the wood. Should have thought about that before you laid your tongue upon it.
Oh, fucking Christ. Oh. All right. What do you do?
Whee!
Holding my tongue.
Well, I definitely think we should try to find a spot to get some rest.
Yeah, I'm tired, and that was a lot to process.
Yeah.
My brain's still processing the mimic,
Yeah.
licking everything.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. I'm tired.
All right. So where are you going then?
Find a.
We're at the chapel.
All the buildings are wrapped in vines, right?
They're not wrapped in vines. You definitely can get into them, but there are vines up basically up and around most of the buildings, or if not all the buildings in this area. Yes.
Should we play it safe and go to Reginald's general store?
Sure.
Well, supposedly Reginald's.
What was it?
Think fast T-Rex jump scare, but unfortunately I can't get that for some reason. Come through my speakers. It doesn't work. It hasn't been working for a while.
Oh,
So people can scare us while we're playing?
I haven't turned those off.
Rude.
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 But yeah,
mimic
technically they
licker.
can. Only on Twitch. They can't do it on YouTube, so
Weird.
it won't come through on YouTube. Anyways, so you guys are going to Reginald's.
Yeah.
It's not hard for you guys to find your way there. You do notice that the door does look like it was kicked in by something big. It has been kind of like beaten up and trashed. You do see that big metal orb on the floor
Oh, yeah.
in the middle. The place wasn't ransacked, but the back door was opened. It's not kicked in. You guys could easily, with a little bit of fastening, kind of make this a secure place for you guys to spend the night. In doing so, the rest of the night essentially goes off without any issues. I'm assuming you guys are just So what are you doing? You go in there. You're laying down. You're getting some rest.
Yeah.
Doing my meditation, but I'm also going to spend a bit of time studying that orb, seeing if there's anything special about it. I feel it's magical or anything.
And now I'm going to charge my staff for teleportation time.
Okay. As the night goes on, you guys do manage to get some rest. For you three, you get a full rest.
Long rest, yeah.
Shadow, you are able to, you know what, you guys probably, I know what, you are able to get a full rest as well, and you're no longer exhausted. I'm assuming that you guys stayed there long enough to be able to really fully gain back. So you all get a full rest, no longer exhausted.
And I rolled a 3 on that D8.
Okay, so you have 3 charges on their staff then, right?
Yeah.
4 now, right? Because you had 1 morning and then you have 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh, no, hold on. You tried to teleport once, which is
Yeah.
5.
Mm.
So you would have had 3 left, and then you
I got into
rolled 3, so you have 6 on there right now.
Okay. So that should be hopefully enough to try to get us out of here. Fingers crossed.
Anyone looking at the book?
I'll look at it since I guess I still have it.
All right. As you, the book itself looks like a journal. It is got a leather binding all the way around it. It's got a latch that goes over top, and it has like a leather tie that comes around the entire. It's been tied shut. As you unlatch this journal and you open it up, you start to read a little bit about what it is, and you start to notice, because I'm assuming you shared all your information with these guys about the Heartwood and everything like that.
Yeah.
You sort of notice that this is kind of like a retelling of experience of making their way to the Heartwood and how to find the proper direction. It says something about following the poem and using that as a way to guide yourself there. It also tells you that the starting point is the druid's cabin.
Druid.
The cabin in the woods. What's left of it. Somebody felt the need to hide this information away and mimic for 100 years. Rude.
You are, as you're reading it through, one thing you are picking up from the writing is as if this was left by like a priest or someone of the clergy. It wasn't left by like just a random traveler or a random farmer or something like that. It was left by someone that feels like it was important.
So I've been playing with this big ball all night. Do I get any clean any information? Just a big old steel
It's
ball.
a big old steel ball.
Still reminds
Sorry,
me of
I
you.
know you really wish that it had something to do with it. I just kept pointing it out because I was like, you know what, let's just keep pointing this shit out. It'd be fun.
It's a red herring.
Yeah,
Playing with wood and balls all day.
all night long. Everyone's got some explaining to do. So yes, the more you read about this journal, the more it tells you the Heartwood is and has been the center of Roseman Woods for the prosperity of it and all the towns around it. The offerings are not only offerings that would come from Bestford, but people from Rookville would also come. It was a center of the woods that was generally visited by
People make pilgrimages to it.
Exactly. It's a place where you make pilgrimages to it. It does reference the poem that you read in the back of that book quite a bit, and that to find your way there is to use the poem in its guidance.
You put the poem in Discord, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
And that the Heartwood is a protected area and should be kept protected, or all of the woods and towns and also around it could potentially diminish, as you are seeing right now happening with Vesper.
Did the poem have a title?
You got the way of the root and rose.
Root and Rose, okay.
What do I call it?
The way of the root and the rose.
Thank you.
Hell.
I now see, this is the problem with having so many things. I even forget where I put things.
Yeah, it's saved.
Roll back to some.
To give the bingo squint.
Oh, yeah, red flowers. First, find the stone with the ivy crown. Everything around here is covered in ivy. Where silence hums without a sound. Okay. So the journal tells us where to start, at the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we got to make our way to the cabin.
Yeah, one we've been going to quite a bit lately. Okay.
You do You didn't take the book with you, did you? That was in the
Yeah, I
thing?
did. Yeah,
You all right? You
Yeah.
did put it in the thing there.
yeah, because I
You
gave.
do notice at the back of the journal though is also a poem similar to the one that is in the book.
Mm.
So you guys are heading to the cabin then?
Yeah.
Same travel. How are you getting there?
Walk.
To the woods, to the tunnel. How are you getting there?
Tunnel.
Could teleport there.
Try to.
I could try.
I
Looks like-
too. A little smirk.
Or you could just spend 6 hours walking there. You know, it's just.
what time is it?
I rolled a 2. Shit.
What time are we at currently?
It's,
you're
it's
here.
bright morning now. So if you were to walk there, you'd be there like midday.
Yeah, let's
Like
walk
you'd be there
this
by like
walk.
noon. It
Okay.
wouldn't take you that long.
Not that I don't think it'd be a good idea to teleport, but
Yeah.
Or maybe save the teleport for somewhere when you actually need to fucking teleport.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I think maybe we could
That's wasted to get to the cabin. That's only 6 hours away. Shit. What's that big thing in the woods there? Oh, fuck. How do we get away from here real quick? We can't teleport anymore because we used it to get to the damn cabin that was 6 hours away.
I tried.
And knowing you would roll a fucking 2 again or something. You'd roll under 5%. Then I'm like, okay, now I got to kill you all.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell, man?
I'm only human, DM. I forgot you didn't. I forgot you didn't know that, man. I forgot you
All right,
were doing this to make a mistake.
But how are you getting to the cabin? Which way are you taking? You've both made a different trek back from the cabin. You've gone through the woods and you've gone through the tunnel. So you know how to get there both ways.
I go tunnel.
Shadow.
Tunnel's good.
tunnel.
All right.
Tunnel this.
You guys managed to make your way back into the tunnels. And as you are walking and making your way back to the old cabin, you're noticing little like claw marks in the dirt. Very similar to the kobolds that you guys
Come on.
came across before. But a lot of the other marks that are in the dirt are they're kind of like wearing away.
There's been traffic in there.
It doesn't look like there's traffic. It looks like it's starting to like revert back to just a dirt path. It looks like things are starting to like kind of like go
Settle.
away a little, settle a little,
Yeah.
if you will.
Just that's what.
Kind of weird considering it's an underground path. There's no real airway, but like yeah, it's happening. But you guys do end up making it back to the cabin. Essentially with no hitch. There's no issue. Nothing really piques your concern as you are traveling through the tunnels. You do get to the stairs that lead up to the top. You guys did pull the stump over top. The stump is closed. So
Oh shit. Shadow. You are strength. Are you our strength? Can you lift the trap door with the
Oh, yeah.
What's your strength at?
at the top of stairs? So a couple people could probably work together.
+3.
Okay. We want to do that together?
you put two together, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I said. This is where it comes into effect. You either both can roll 1 or someone can roll with advantage. So
Roll.
in these scenarios, if you're like in that scenario, you're like, I would like to help him.
Yeah.
So what would happen is he would get advantage on the roll instead of both you rolling. So you get advantage on the roll instead. So you roll 2 d20s and you take the highest.
12, 15.
15?
Yeah.
With you guys combined, there's nothing holding it down. You guys are able to lift the stump and push it over to the side. When you do, the light comes in, and you see on the left-hand side of the stairs going up, little switch.
Ah, shit.
What do you do, man? Go to the stump and push it over.
Team Thunderfoot.
Yeah, we got this. As you go up, as you enter into the upstairs, holy shit, that's falling over. By Zelda. He's leaning on his sword.
Oh,
He
yes.
is.
Staring at me, man.
Yeah, he's all like, "I got you, motherfucker.
I see you looked at Mimic.
That was my mimic there.
I see what you do with that tongue."
No.
Oh.
Anyways,
Okay.
as you get up into the air, this is much different than what it was the last time you were here. There is no mist veil covering anything. You can definitely see the rot in the woods. You can see the trees kind of wilting away, leaves falling off them. It definitely looks like the woods around this cabin are dying. The trees in the air, in the open frame, they look healthy, but the woods all the way around are dying.
That being said, can we see lovely red flowers anywhere? Are they?
No, you don't see anything.
Ah, shite. What's the book say?
Hmm.
Hmm?
Huh. So I was reading my character sheet. The poem.
No, the book.
I didn't jot it all down, to be honest. I'm sorry.
Well, you have it with you.
Yeah, look over the book again.
No one wanted to just have a look around, investigate it, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was
thinking
that
Read
too,
the
like-
book and just see what's going on. No, okay.
Kind of.
I was reading
You
my
all want to
character.
investigate. You all want to have a look. See.
I look for red
Yeah.
flowers. That's investigating.
I'll just have a look around.
Okay,
Yeah,
everyone
I'll
roll
look.
investigation, please. You're all looking around. You're trying to find the path here, so I would assume that you're all trying to investigate.
Yes.
10.
16.
8.
12.
All right. As you all are looking around, Shadow, you start to notice more of those runes that were carved into the trees that look like protection runes are starting to more build into a path that leads out from the cabin, not from the front and all stuff, but from the back,
I just realized.
back like left-hand corner.
Mhm.
You start to see a few of the trees that are there, and you notice that these trees that have these runes carved into them,
Mhm.
they're taking longer to die than the ones that are dying around it. They still look like they've got rot in them, but they definitely look healthier than the ones that are around them. And they do look like they lead into a path that starts going into Rosenwoods.
Mm.
So it's a fairly discernible path. We can.
It's a discernible path, yes. From looking around this area, there are multiple paths that lead into the woods that are like discernible, that you can tell that someone has traveled this path, right? It's kind of like built out a little bit, like you could definitely walk down it. You can definitely see a roadway down and stuff. So there are multiple of them, but this one specifically has that
The trees are looking.
life is still kind of clinging on. And those runes are carved into each one of those trees that lead into the woods.
Let's head out.
Should we go down the path?
You found the path. You want to go first?
I'll go first.
You going first? Go ahead.
I'll go behind.
As you guys
Third or fourth?
Third.
you're passing the mimic and all the barrels and stuff.
Why would he?
Bye, Woody.
Ah!
Goddamn
You
barrels.
kept the barrel. As you guys start heading down this path and you're walking through, you do notice that it feels like it's getting darker out. Like it's starting to cast an overshadow over top of where you're walking. An unnatural darkness happening
Darker.
above you, as if like night's coming for some reason. There's no moon in the sky. There's no stars. But it feels like there's a night. Night is coming.
Right.
And as you walk for about an hour, what? Go ahead.
Right. It's really only about noonish. Or
No. Yes. So yeah, it's just afternoon.
Okay.
So but it feels like it's getting dark out. And as you guys get closer, walk for about an hour, you get closer to seeing this open area. You walk into this what looks like a big glade in a way, empty. Nothing's in it at all. But you do see paths leaning off. You feel the book vibrate.
Mm. All right.
you getting a call?
What do you mean a cone? They don't know what that is. Takes the book out and opens it up to try and figure out what's going on with it.
You notice at the very back where there were still some blank pages at the end, right after that poem. You see the poem that he read before, written in there. But then you see, it looks like the first verse kind of changes a little bit. Just make sure that I wrote that down correctly. Yeah, okay. The verse changes. It goes, when moonlight wanes and shadows lean, follow the path where leaves stay green. Where no birds sing and wind stands still, the woods will test your heart and will. In front of you, you see 3 paths.
One of them
I would
still
guess.
green.
Yeah, I guess.
Can investigate that.
Investigate it and see if it's.
I'm just going to look around, use my perception, see if I see green leaves.
See green leaves.
We're in a forest, so.
Dying.
A dying forest, but yeah.
To the path on the left, you see withered-ish trees. To the path in the middle, you see rustling leaves and what sounds like a bird's song. And to the path on the right, you see a little more vibrant green leaves with a small breeze coming from them.
I'm good that way then.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah.
On the right.
Yup.
We're off to see the druid.
So
Take the far right.
You're going to the one on the
Right.
right? Okay. As you continue down, it feels like as you walk down this path, you notice that the shadow that was above you has kind of dissipated. It's back day again, but it takes you quite a bit ways down this path, and it takes you for about 2 to 3 hours before you get to the point where you think, are you going down the right way? Because it doesn't feel like you're gaining any more distance until you come into another opening. This one, the book vibrates again.
Okay. Open it up again. See if there's anything different.
It says, hold on, just make sure.
Yep.
Oh, here it says, through silent bogs, where antlers tread, the path is marked by one long dead. A stag of bone with flowers grown shall point the way to hearts unknown. And as you read those words, you start to see in the middle of this outcrop, the middle of the circle, flowers kind of like start blooming, and you start to see what looks like an elk that has died, and it's just bone in the middle, just kind of start to form.
Okay, so you're heading towards that. Sound good?
Go ahead.
And then
Don't lick it. Just saying.
not everyone is like you.
You do see again 3 paths.
Does one of them have lush green leaves again?
Roll me an investigation.
Sound good.
We'll help out with that.
Or survival. You can also do survival as well.
Give me 6 for investigation.
11.
23.
You don't see any green leaves.
Can you read that last part of the book again?
don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember the top of my head.
You want the whole verse, or you just want the last line?
Sure, give me the last line.
Shall point the way to hearts unknown.
I need a couple more lines.
Through silent bogs where antlers tread, the path is marked by one long dead. A stag of bone with flowers grown shall point the way to hearts unknown.
Is there any? Can I investigate and see if there's like any prints in the old prints in the ground?
What?
That would be investigation, right? Or
Yeah, no, survival. That would be survival.
9.
You don't see any prints in the ground.
Can I investigate the stag or the elk? 6.
Keep rolling 6s right now. 6s
So
and
bad
9.
right now. You notice that very much like what the poem said, there are flowers growing out of this stag. It's laying on its side. The bones are just, it's still in one piece. It doesn't look like it's fallen apart as it's laying on its side, just flat against the ground.
Is his
I
head
think, like-
pointing down the direction of one of the paths?
Give me an investigation.
Oh,
Your
geez.
perception.
He's not gonna tell you. You know this.
It's 15.
Yes, it is. It's pointing down one of the directions.
Okay. I say we chance it and go that way.
Sure.
We'll follow you, fearless leader.
Yeah, mimic liquor.
Okay.
That poor mimic.
As you guys start down this path, again, you're walking for quite some time and you don't realize just how late it's actually getting until it's already dropped low and that crimson moon is coming back up again over top of the sky. Because you guys are so
Eclipse.
focused on what is happening right now,
They don't happen now.
Shadow, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
10.
Plus your
He's like, plus something, plus something.
something. Now you gotta go. 10 plus that. Yeah.
13.
Who's at the front? Where
Me.
we're running? All right. Okay.
Poopavan.
As you're walking, Aravan's leading the way, and he's like, you see in front of you, you see Shadow walking, but you see him kind of stumble for a moment as he like crashes over again. And you see his hand go down. And as you see his hand go down, you start to see the bones start snapping again. As is, you've witnessed this before, you've seen it before. You're noticing his arm starting to transform as he's going in and getting ready to, you fully transform.
You start screaming and make a lot of noise when this happens.
He's starting to.
Mm.
Basically, what's happening right now is you're seeing him transform right now. He started. What do you do? What like that? You're seeing it happen in front of you.
We'll let Aravan know. Jump ahead. We got a situation.
A woo woo woo. A woo radar. A woo.
He's
Don't.
putting his rings away.
Gonna pimp him.
I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna go to Shadow and give him a hug. Oh no, you need a hug.
You are a sucker for punishment.
I have not even been doing this properly at all. Roll me another D20, please.
D20?
You technically have to do it with the Crimson one. You have to do it at disadvantage.
Oh, cool.
This one, right?
Yeah.
So you have what 12 last time?
No, 13 though. That's 14.
Okay, so it's still 13. Okay, so it's not as bad as. Okay. All right, so that's what's happening now. So what are you guys doing? You're wrapping your arms around him from behind,
yeah, and
like this, and holding his arms like
let
this.
him know I love you. Don't fight this urge. You got the power.
Wet dog. What the? Oh, no.
Oh no.
You got
Okay.
the
You know what?
You got the power.
Give me a persuasion. You guys are connected, so give me a persuasion.
Eight. You're going over there. Huh?
What are you saying while you're trying to do this?
I'm just letting know, like,
No, don't tell me what you're letting know. Say it.
fight this urge to not transform. You can fight this urge.
I love you.
I love you. You need a hug. Do you feel better?
As you're doing this, Shadow, unfortunately, you can't resist the change. And your bones are cracking, your knees are buckling. You hit the ground. You do have Roger like grappled around you. But I would like you to make an attack at disadvantage since you are technically grappled right now against Roger.
2.
Plus whatever, but you still don't hit.
That's true.
So, yes. So as this happens, and Oren, you're witnessing this right now. You see Shadow. You're able to hold on. No, Roger, you're able to hold on to Shadow tight enough that he isn't able to quite strike you with his claws, and you still have a hold of him.
I'm going to try something a little different this time. Instead of smacking the shit out of him. Is he a wolf?
He's transformed, yes.
I'm going to try using my expert animal handling ability. Calm down. Be a good boy.
So calm him down.
Yep. I don't know if it'll work or not, but it's worth a shot.
Could I help out that too? Because I do have a good animal handling as well.
Fine, yes. Like I said before, you can have advantage, or you both can roll and just try to see if you
Allow
can
me
team
to
up
roll
and
the
make it happen.
advantage. I have +7.
Okay. I got
Animal
+4.
handling. Okay,
I don't know if it'll work. It's up to you.
we don't know. We don't know.
Well, it doesn't really matter unless a 15 will do the trick. I'm thinking the DC is a little tougher than that.
You rolled a 15 total.
Yep.
What are you saying? What are you trying to do? Animal handling. You're talking to him.
Yeah.
Right? You're trying to like get him to calm down. Trying to give him calm emotions towards him. What are you doing?
I'm rubbing his snout and stroking his ears and trying to get him to calm down.
As you're doing this, and you think it's kind of working, you see him kind of like lulling into a thing. Before he, can you please roll me an attack? Not with disadvantage this time because you're biting.
My
at him.
hands are right in his face.
You're right in his face. I don't know about you, but I don't know why you want to get right in people's faces, man. Makes no sense to me.
We're bite, right?
Yeah, so it'll be
Where's your
whatever you roll plus 5.
So that
So 15 altogether?
15 altogether.
Yeah.
So you don't manage to bite Aerovan, but you very quickly understand that whatever you're trying to do is not working. But
Okay.
with this happening though, I will give you the chance to, because you've changed a few times now,
Mhm.
and you understand the pressures. Right now, you have the ability to potentially force yourself out of the change
Mhm.
at disadvantage. So roll me 2d20s.
1.
I'm giving you guys so many chances.
so
You do not succeed in trying to push yourself out of the change. Unfortunately,
Oh.
you are still now getting more rabid, and you're now starting to like pull your arms out. And Roger, you could feel the tension. You're starting to slip because he's about to start like pop you off of him.
Play a freaking lullaby or something.
I would hate.
I could start. I could actually play
I would
some
hate to do
calming.
this, but I wanna headbutt him.
Spell or something.
You're gonna headbutt.
I want to headbutt him to try and knock him out. Yeah,
you
from
get
behind.
advantage. You have advantage on
I
this.
could give him advantage on those rolls.
14, 17
17.
for the unarmed, the undeadly strike.
Unfortunately,
Oh wait.
it does not hit.
Oh, I was trying to take notes from Airman.
Then a headbutt.
Yeah.
What? Can I put him to sleep?
Yeah, you could definitely. That's something
Okay.
you could do.
I still have to roll, right?
No,
No, I think it's just
Chris has to roll a save.
Wisdom.
a wisdom save.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
Using the werewolf system.
Wisdom. Yeah.
No, it's all of his.
Yes.
His stats don't change when it comes to any of that stuff. So he keeps his own stats. So your wisdom change will be whatever it is, whatever your wisdom is. So you roll and you set the.
Rolling versus her spell DC.
So it'll be plus nothing because you don't have any
Mhm.
into it. So you just roll d12 and
What's your spell
d20 and see
DC?
what happens.
14.
D20.
14. Yeah.
12.
He's asleep.
Okay, you. All you see is Roger try to headbutt Shadow from behind, but Shadow just goes and Roger's like that. But then all you see is Orin is casted, and as you cast it, you're still wrapped around him like this. As you cast it, you just see Shadow's
bear
head
hug.
move over like this and just go and just fall forward and face plant.
She's like,
As you do, you see Roger just
crushed.
land right on top of him as well.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
I didn't mean
you
to
now
get you
hear-
crushed.
You're now hearing Shadow snore. He's snoring now.
Don't worry, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for you to get crushed. I'm so sorry.
What's
She's
so
like-
pretty?
She's like,
Why so pretty?
what?
Okay,
I'll
so
just do that.
yes,
She's
Shadow is now unconscious. You are halfway through this trail right now. Not really in anywhere where you can just kind of chill.
she's like,
Yeah.
And we can move him right too. Or the spells can be taken off.
No, I believe you can. I believe you can move him. You just can't do damage to him.
Can't do damage, okay.
Yeah.
spell ends on a target. If damage or someone within 5 feet of it takes an action to shake it out of the spell's effect.
So if you guys spend time to carefully lift him and move him, you won't shake him. If you
Okay.
intentionally try to shake him, right?
Nope.
This is different than when Johnny was wrapped by the rope. Because you had him like in a specific way where like you could have shaken Johnny to wake him up. This scenario, you guys, if you are
You don't want to.
like you're not holding him by anything. You know what I mean? Dragging him along the path might get him to like do this, then he shakes and he might
Yeah.
wake up.
Mm.
But you also
His
don't need to
head
go
hurt.
very. You also it is like the moon's come up. The night has just kind of started, right? So you have a solid like 6 hours at least before.
Airpan standing there with his coil of rope in his hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could pop him on my shoulders and I'll carefully walk
Is he
there.
double in size when he's a wolf, or is it from the same
No,
size?
but he gets a little bit bigger, but no, he does not double in size.
I can do my
I was
best to
just pushing
carefully
with that. Yeah, I was
carefully
like,
walk with him on my shoulders.
we gotta be real careful.
I'm just saying there are other things that are possible that would be fucking hilarious, but I'm not gonna say it because I can't tell you.
You
Well,
could
I think
just,
everybody
you guys
did.
could, why don't you could hold him?
Hilarious to do, but I'm thinking in my head because I would be doing it, no problem.
One of
I'm
y'all
not
could,
gonna tell you.
one of y'all could hold him by his feet, and the other could hold him by his shoulders,
There you
and
go.
then you have more of a straight. Well, as long as you're.
Oh, I want to tell you so bad.
I know a way that'll
Oh no,
could shock him out of it.
we don't want to wake him up.
Yeah, but it could shock him out of it.
What's
The moon is
Say it.
full.
It's your,
What's the
it's your
plan?
Your moonbeam.
yeah? I'll
I
give
knew I
that.
should have
A,
went to druid school.
no, I'll give that a roll. I'll
You're
cast.
gonna pop with Moonbeam.
I'll pop with Moonbeam to see if that will actually.
Okay.
First of all, it hits no matter what.
Yeah.
Back in
just-
the
that's what it
hell,
Just like, oh, great.
back in the hell out of
Still
that.
love you.
Wait, you're stuck beneath him. You're
You
gonna
are
get
my
hurt
sun
by it
and
too, though.
moon.
Or not beneath him. He was on top of him.
Oh, okay. He was okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was underneath him. I was like, oh shit.
So moonbeam.
So you're gonna
hit him
wake
with
up-
Moonbeam.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Wait,
burn.
first of all, you fail your save because you're technically unconscious. So go ahead and roll 2d10s.
Roll
Okay.
off. You gotta roll off.
You won't get just. It should have just punched him.
That's what I was going to do, but I wasn't.
This is not what I was thinking at all. But
9.
I was just thinking we could just carry
9.
9 points. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna take 9 points of radiant damage automatically. I don't want to roll that. What am I doing?
He's gonna
No, I'm
win.
not sure if this pops him out immediately or.
I that's what I'm reading right now. I gotta read it real quick.
Either way, he's gonna wake up because you've damaged him now.
There's a chance to wake up.
No, he will wake up. The spell says if he's
There's a
attacked, he,
chance because if he's still an angry wolf and he opens his eyes, I'm going to pop him one right away.
well, I'm speaking technicalities. If you attack someone affected by the spell, they
Technical
will
knockout, that's
automatically.
right.
They will automatically wake up if you would let me finish my sentence. Thank you very much, Mr. Interrupter.
Take that.
All right, so yeah, no, technically
Oh,
yes,
no.
you will revert him back to his human state.
Mm.
While you were in this spell, though, you stay in your human state. So you technically wake up,
Mhm.
and you see now, while you wake up and you're on the ground, you see Roger just like this. You see Arrowhand on the other side. You see Orange just standing behind, and you just brought a whole moonbeam right down on you. You are in human form. You understand what is going on. What are you doing now?
He took 10 points of
You
damage,
take
right?
10 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
I'll use level 1 cure wounds on him.
So,
Yeah.
are you dropping moonbeam?
Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
You drop moonbeam.
Yeah.
Please roll me another d20.
Okay.
It's
Not
not
you,
you.
him.
Oh him.
Shadow
Me? Okay.
at disadvantage.
2.
That's your highest?
It's my lowest. You said disadvantage,
Oh.
right?
Is technically at disadvantage. Hold on. So the first one, let me just really
Curses. Literally.
It's a curse, man. It's just what happened.
Zap. Roar.
Again.
See, if this was just a regular full moon, it would not be as bad. It's
Yeah.
a crimson full moon, which makes things 10 times fucking worse. That's the problem. I built this into this campaign specifically for this. I was going to turn one of you into a fucking werewolf, and I knew there was going to be crimson moon, so this it's in here specifically for this shit. Okay,
Do I have to dumb and dumber, hun?
so hold on. You're forced to change at the beginning. If you return back, would you technically be forced to change again? That's my question here right now. It does make things tenfold. Maybe, hold on, just roll again, but this time you get regular. If you don't get advantage or disadvantage, you just get regular. Because technically, you already rolled your disadvantage, so this time you'd have more control at knowing what was going on.
Hmm.
But before, you didn't have that control before.
2. No.
8.
And this would be a con save, so what's your constitution? You always add constitution to it.
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11.
You are starting to feel the change again.
Mm.
You're starting to feel your arms create, but you are very much aware of what is going on.
Mhm.
Like you understand that you are starting to change. You're not as incapable as you are before.
Mhm.
Roll me another d20, please.
17.
Okay. As you are starting to change, you're able to catch yourself. And as you're catching yourself, you can force the change back. And you manage to force the change back. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, you take 1d8 of damage as well from forcing yourself to not change in this
This one, right?
crimson moon.
Closest one to you.
That one. We got one of those, yeah. That's 1.
1.
So you take 1 point of I guess psychic damage would be psychic damage technically. So yeah, so you take 1 point of damage, but you are able to stop the change from happening.
Yeah, I
You are definitely very much though.
For one.
You are concentrating right now on not changing.
It's really
so
long.
any rolls that you would make right now at doing anything would all be at disadvantage because you are focusing so much on your body not changing from what you are right now.
Okay.
With this bright moon in the sky, you feel your arm pulsing and you feel it going up here. Where did we stop the change last time? You go all over the arm?
It was on the shoulder.
To the shoulder?
Yeah.
You're noticing that like it's feeling like it's getting firmer. Before last night when it changed, it felt new, but now it feels like it's hardening into like a hard scale, like your forearm did, right?
Like
Up on your
armor in
shoulder.
a sense.
She's starting to glow a bit.
She does have that yellow, that goldish glow.
Oh, come on.
What? What?
Don't burp.
Don't burp.
I'll burp on you.
Don't burp on me.
I'll burp on you.
So no, what I was gonna say,
Cover your ass.
Turn into a big ass brown bear and strap him to your back.
Yeah.
And just walk him. So you woke up, you'd have to like fight you as a brown bear instead, and just like because you could stay in that form for I think up to 2 hours.
Yeah.
And walk the entire way. That's what I was gonna suggest you do. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Like you got rope, good.
That's kind of
Strap him to my back.
That's kind of where I thought they were gonna go with it.
That's what I thought I was gonna do too. But he's like, "No, I'm gonna attack the moonbeam." Suck your bitch.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like,
It worked
Yeah, it worked in a way.
It worked
for
It
a
worked.
second.
Could I
now
still
he's, like,
cast
Fucked up.
Oh, still cast level 1.
Cure
Cure
wounds.
wounds on him. I'll
All right,
walk
go
up to
ahead.
him, give him a little kiss on the cheek. There you go. You feel better? It'll be 6 points
6
of
points.
HP.
All right. Well, that's not better than nothing. As you guys continue on, you notice that you walk through the night, and you still haven't reached anywhere.
I am keeping
You-
an eye on these two the whole way.
You remember reading out of the book that if this was a journey, this is not something you're going to get to very quickly. It is not something that is going to happen
Instantly,
briefly.
like,
You are in this. You are committed. But you do start to see the sun come up over the horizon. You start to hear a couple of birds chirp, which is unusual because you didn't hear that before. You still notice though that the woods are decaying around you. But this next opening you do find, you notice that it is a very much circular kind of surrounding again, opening, clearing, and you do see paths that go off in 2 different directions. But in the center of this clearing, there is a pool of water that's quite large, by 10, 12 feet in diameter all the way around. You feel the book vibrate again.
open it up.
The next verse you see is, where sky meets ground, the waters deepen, and secrets rest while dry roots sleep. Drop blood or truth inside the tide, the Heartwood's path will then unhide.
You read this out loud?
Yes. Oh,
Drip, drip, drip.
The pool shimmers and reveals a glowing path. Only about 5 feet from the pool,
Like that's as far as it goes?
as far as it goes. First of all,
Points of damage, yeah.
yeah, you're taking damage for that.
let me just stab my shield fall willy-nilly.
4 points. slashing damage. The path doesn't go any further.
Damn it.
Dummy.
I'll cast level 1 cure
You
wounds
could
on
have
him.
you could have just pricked your finger.
Yeah.
Just a little nick.
Dramatic.
It's dramatic,
Yeah, you are.
It's for the entertainment here.
What are you doing?
So,
Blood or truth.
is there like a tree or anything at the end of that 5-foot path?
No.
Is there,
There are paths that lead out of this circular, but you don't know which one it leads to. It just leads 5 feet away from the pool.
it's not
There's
it's
like 3
meandering,
paths that are
it's-
in that it's going like this.
but
So you
nothing.
don't know which one it leads to. You just know that it leads in a direction of 3 paths.
What did it say? Drop blood or
Speak truth, then the path will be revealed.
Or a treasured item.
Or a treasure item.
drop one of my silver darts in there.
There's nothing.
But I love my silver dart.
That dart's gone.
Yep.
This pool is deep.
I still have the necklace I got from Andrew too, right? On?
Yep.
I'll take that off and
Drop it in.
drop it in.
The pool shimmers. You see the path go further. You still don't quite know which one it's leading to, because the 3 paths that it's leading towards are all like this, like 3 doors. So you don't know which one to go down. But you do notice that it does creep slowly further towards those paths.
What did it say about watering the roots?
Look over the poem again. Sorry.
You're carrying the book.
I know that. I'm sorry. I'm like listening to everything going on and trying to figure it out all in my head. I'm sorry.
And secrets rest while dry roots sleep. Drop blood or truth into the tide, and the Heartwood's path will then unhide.
I tried just scooping up some water and dumping it on the ground type of thing.
Does nothing.
Nothing.
You get the grass a little wet.
Get the roots of the grass wet.
Speak truth. It's the one that keeps coming to my mind right now. Too.
I
Speak
know
the
that's what I'm
truth.
going over in my head too.
Tell your husband you love him.
I love them. And to be honest, I'm actually going to be scared. Like, if I actually do end up biting the bullet, if he takes me out with his wolf form.
That's some
That's
truth.
what you're speaking out, yeah.
Yeah, speaking that out. But I
Nothing
think
happens.
nothing.
Liar! No, just
What
kidding.
is
Kidding.
wait,
Kidding.
like when you're like saying the truth, but like put like a hand or something in the water.
I do feel bad, like that we with Andrew. Like, no, it was kind of a bummer that we couldn't save him. I wish you guys could have really met him. He was a really good friend. Got a lot of shenanigans, but we could add some ale.
Nothing happens.
Nothing.
Okay.
No, I tried.
He's like, hey, it's a good try.
Do I still have that dagger I took from his room too?
Yep.
Throw it in there too.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
You got any thoughts, son?
You want some truth? We're lost in the woods.
Nothing happens.
Just remember, we didn't come this far just to get this far.
Insight only applies to reading people's
Yeah.
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
You could do like an arcana check. Would that work?
It is a magic book, yeah.
Yeah, pass it to you. Do an Arcana check.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just suggesting.
I'm not the magical one here.
I can take a,
I'm
I
not
can
meant.
take a look.
Yeah, if you would like to go
Yeah, I'll
right
take
ahead.
a Arcana check on the book and see if anything else speaks out. 10.
I'm open on the wrong character.
Nothing. Damn it. You go over there.
Caravan, with your perception, you notice that when you drop that in, it created a glowing root, and then the root grew further when Roger dropped something in. But then when you both tried to add to it,
Nothing happened.
Oh, we'll have to give something. Can drop one of those like fang necklaces I have, one of the wolf ones.
Would that be considered a treasured item?
Oh no, not treasure. Actually, I gotta look at her. She
Could always bleed.
no. So you gave her 2 silver daggers, and she what's that?
You treasure my daggers?
Sacrifice one of those.
Aww.
Aww. You see the path grow even closer to the 3 doors. The 3 paths.
I never knew.
That's power of love.
Just looks side eyes him and then looks back at him. No comment. Then
Alright.
Shadow.
I'll offer some blood too.
Okay.
Ooh.
You see the. Tell me how do you do it?
Still.
No, same we hit.
Just like
Across.
cut your hand.
Yeah.
God damn, we're all just.
Take 3 points of slashing damage. But yeah, you finally see, after you've all offered something to this pool, you see the shimmer happen. It ripples across the whole of the ground. It looks like the ground also ripples with it. And then finally that path that you saw growing weaves all the way to the center path that's in the out of the 3. It gives you your next way.
And there's in this little area, there's like greenery, like it's not dead like the rest.
Yes, it looks more. Give me an insight check or perception.
18.
Yes, the area looks more alive than from what you've gathered so far while you guys have been traveling. Each of these open areas seem to be protected in some way against the decay and the rot that's happening in the woods.
Like oases.
Yeah, they're like little oases in the area.
So like a flower or a clover or something with multiple leaves I can pick up.
Give me would it be nature or survival?
Take your pick.
Yeah, you pick. Pick one and just roll it out.
Oh, they're both about this. I don't know. I'll do survival for sure. Nat 20. Waste of a roll.
The one thing you're noticing as you're going through that you weren't paying attention to the last ones, there are little small flowers that are scattered throughout this oasis.
Red.
They're not red, but when you pick one up and you look at it, underneath it, on the back end where you can see the veins of the petals coming up, they are red.
Mm.
The veins of these petals are red. So the top is green, but the veins are red. They're like an adolescent flower that hasn't bloomed yet. But as you guys continue down the center path, again, you walk.
Caravan's walking along going, she loves me. She loves me not. She loves
You're
me.
ripping this flower?
Yes.
All right.
Back up a bit.
Give me a perception while you're ripping these flowers.
24. Oh, yeah, 24.
24?
Yep.
As you rip the second one off, and you say, she loves me not, she loves me not, as you're doing this, you notice as one of them drifts into the woods, it instantly shrivels and dies as it enters into
Like off the path type thing.
off the path, yes. As you were walking down this path, you get to, it's been another solid 4 or 5 hours of walking. The woods sound ominously quiet. You are struggling to find your, like, the only reason why you're finding your way is because you're walking down these paths that are pretty much linear. There's no way to branch off or anything. You're following and you're about 6 hours down this path. As you get closer, you start to hear what sounds like a faint hum. You can't quite distinguish where it's coming from, but you are starting to pick up a faint hum as you are walking. And then you come and you break into another, what looks like another one of those oases. The air feels still here, though. There's no breeze. There's no sound.
That's it about
The
the
book
second one.
vibrates again.
Yeah, where the
Open it
sun
up.
runs shy and the wind stands still.
And then as you open it up, you notice another passage being written. 4 winds wait where none may blow. In circle formed where wild things grow. Speak not, step light, lest wrath is stirred. For those who speak shall not be heard.
What's in the middle of this thing? Anything?
Nothing. You see a single path on the other side.
Tread light and be mindful of our steps.
Yeah.
I guess.
Don't say anything.
Yeah,
And
and
don't
yeah,
say
be
that.
What was
careful.
the part about the circle?
In circle formed where wild things grow.
Okay.
Okay. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Let's go.
So I would like you all to give me a group stealth check, please. You are at disadvantage, unfortunately, Shadow, unless you would like to take off your armor, which would take you a solid like 5 minutes to do so. But you still have to carry it across.
15.
22.
18.
It was stealth check, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
2.
So
Plus
hold on.
4. So 4, 5,
Let's go.
6.
You add it. So 6?
Yeah.
All right.
You're not rolling ones. That's good.
Have we added one yet?
Just
We've had
me.
1.
Yeah, just me.
So hold on. What was it again? What'd you get?
15.
And you?
22.
18.
And
6.
you just barely passed the fucking stealth check by 0.25. Barely. If you rolled less, like below what you rolled, or any one of you had rolled 1 less, nope. As you creep through this oasis, the immense deadening sound that is encompassing you, the air that is not moving, is deafening in a way that you feel you can't really grasp. You do finally manage to make it to the other side. And as you make it to the other side and step past the edge of this glade, you start to hear the rustling of leaves again. You start to hear the sounds coming back. You start to hear that faint hum coming back again. You guys are. It is late day now, and you guys are starting to get further and further into Rosamond Woods. You've been traveling for about 2 days now. You are starting to feel a rhythmic pulse in this part of the woods. You haven't been this deep yet. The last time you were even remotely close to this, you guys were with Johnny when you fought that tree blight. You're starting to see some of the decay lessen. Some of those vines all up and around the trees that have been kind of lingering throughout your travels are starting to rescind a little bit. The sensation that something feels like it's watching you starts to grow. You can't tell whether it's hostile or friendly, but you do feel like something is aware that you are there.
Do I see any of crows, I believe they were? Or were they jays?
Crows?
Birds.
Give me a perception.
Were they crows or jays? I can't remember.
I think
The fuck is that?
Jays or
4. Perception, that'll be 11.
You don't notice any crows. Any birds at all. You can hear the faint chirping of something, but you can't
is there
see anything.
like any traps around at all to you while we're walking?
Give me a maybe survival.
14.
14?
Yeah.
There's no traps.
Okay.
You're not picking up on anything dangerous around you.
And the hum too, was that like still distance or was
It sounds like
we're getting closer to it?
like you know when you're around like an electrical charged item and it's just it sounds like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
some people can't hear that.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's not as common as you think it is.
After a couple of days of traveling, as you press deeper into Rosamond Woods, guided by fading trial signs and strange pull of old magic, you finally reach what should be the most sacred place in the forest, the Heartwood Glade.
Have we been taking short rests along the way, or?
Yeah, I would imagine. No, you guys have been pushing pretty hard.
Okay.
I would imagine you've been pushing pretty hard. But what greets you is not the serene cradle of life whispered of ancient tales. The glade is wounded. Once majestic trees ring the clearing like silent mourners, their trunks blackened with rot and their leaves withered or gone entirely. The soft moss and flowers that were said to blanket the glade floor have turned brittle and gray and lifeless, crunching beneath your boots like old bones. The very air feels wrong, thick, felted, humming with the low, unnatural drone of decay. At the center stands the Heartwood tree, or what remains of it. Its bark, once silvered and strong, is split and sleuthing away in long, curling strips. The vibrant leaves have turned to an oily black, some dripping with a strange, viscous sap that hisses at its hint of corrupted earth. Veins of dark green energy pulse through its trunk, like infection spreading through a dying heart. At its roots, twisted, gnarled, and reaching out like clawed fingers, yawns of familiar and chilling sight. A green portal. The same shade of sickly emerald you've seen before. It swirls with slow, deliberate motion, like a festering wound torn in the fabric of the world. It glows brighter than anything else in the glade, casting harsh, warping shadows across the deadening clearing. You feel it in your bones. This place is not only dying, it's being consumed. and yet you can sense something beneath the corruption. A flicker, a breath, as though the glade remembers what it once was and is crying out, not for vengeance, but for restoration. The question is now, are you here to mourn it, or are you here to save it?
Save it.
Say it.
I look over at Roger, who's obviously deeply affected by the death of this sacred spot. I reach up and I wipe the tear that's running down his cheek.
Bastards.
Let's do it for Johnny. For Johnny. For Johnny.
For Johnny.
For Johnny.
For Jan.
We're going to save the glade.
Okay.
Oh. Do what I
So
did.
as you're standing in this place that hums with deep ancient magic, you see the deadening trees around you. You see the heartwood at the base of this heartwood is massive, 25 feet across on the base of this tree. This tree stands easily 150 feet tall. And in the center you do see that glowing green portal. That in front of it. But fucking cheap viewers. That glowing green portal right in the center of it. Calling. What are you doing?
Can we see through the portal?
Cannot.
I think maybe we're ready.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
You all took your long rest, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious about, like, I remember how when we were in Pestfort and I put my staff against that stump and it helped it a bit. I wonder if that could help.
Only one way to find out.
Well, make my way over to the tree and do what I did in Pestfort with the stump. I'll put my staff on the tree. See if that does anything.
When you touch the heartwood with your staff, you can feel what is like a heartbeat pulsing into the base of the staff, into your hands. You hear this, you feel it. And it's like slowing as that's happening, as if you're witnessing this magical space dying. But you do not notice any. You don't notice any aid, any help.
Look back at everyone. Like, I think the only way we can save this tree is killing whoever did it.
What about that sword?
Ooh. Can I try that too?
Good sword against it. You don't feel anything.
Always worth the try.
You get the sense that the staff is from this
Tree.
is connected to this area,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't get the sense the sword is connected.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Wish me luck.
Don't you go down on us.
I'll hold my hand while I go through.
So are
He
you all
chuckles
going
to
through?
himself.
Yeah, I'll grab
Going
Shadow
through?
by the hand. Let's go.
As you enter into this portal, it doesn't feel like the ones you cast. It feels like it's draining as you step through. It feels like this portal itself is connected to another place that is sucking the life force out of the heartwood. As you step through, you land in a place that is cascading with deadening soil. No grass, nothing lives here. Everything is just dead. You see wilted flowers and rotting grass and everything just all keeled over. You see trees standing as tall as you can. No greenery at all. All the leaves have died and withered away. At the very end of this path going all the way very back, about 200 feet. You see stone pillars raising up over top of these trees that are just standing there, and then right behind the stone pillars where there's a gateway that looks like a walkway that goes right through, you see this one tree that stands almost the same height as the Heartwood, just rotting and crumbling into itself. The branches that were spawned, like cascading out over the canopy, have broken off and landed on the ground, cascading all the way around. You see stones that are marked with druidic symbols laced throughout the area that are cascading with a green pulsing energy in the same beat that it seems like it's drawing life from the Heartwood. And at the very end, all you hear is this will be interesting. And that's where we'll end it tonight.
All right. Thank you.
We did it. We got to the Heartwood. Or we got to the Heartwood, and then he went somewhere else. You don't know where you are. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
I know where you are.
What in the void? No.
This session fueled by Indian Taco
And Pepsi.
and Pepsi.
Okay, thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you. Love you
Appreciate
guys.
you all so much, and we will see you in the next one. It won't be next weekend. Prior engagements have held us up from being able to have that session, but it will be the one after. So we will be back till June 7th, right? June 7th.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all so much, and until next time, deuces.
Orin loves me.
Dice, shadows deep, dragons soar, secrets keep. Dungeon, dark treasures glow. Through the night, heroes grow. Roll for initiative, heroes' heart so definitive. Take your chance, make it right in the game of endless night. Every quest, every fight, dreams are born in the light. Legends rise, we won't fall. Through the storm, hear the call. Fall for initiative. Heroes on the road to finish. Take a chance, make it right in the game of endless night. Ever initiative, hero's heart so definitive. Take your chance, make it right in the game of endless night. Every quest, every fight, dreams are born in the light. Legends rise, we won't fall. Through the storm, hear the call. Roll for initiative here. Hero's heart so definitive. Take your chance, make it right in the game of endless night. Every quest, every fight, dreams are born in the light. Legends rise, we won't fall. Through the storm, hear the call. Legends rise, we won't fall. Through the storm, hear the call.